What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin. Maybe at the end of today's video, we'll talk about the S&P 500 as they have been closed for the past 2 days and will be closed tomorrow for Martin Luther King Day. We're not going to be seeing much of a movement right now, although I am starting to see some sort of like falling wedge fractal starting to form here, which you can clearly see is aligned by like this support. Let me just draw this out for you guys right here. And then this top resistance, just like this, some sort of smaller descending fractal forming here. Not that important though, as it's really, they don't last that long, and it is pretty much going to scale us down to bottom support here, this uptrend, and then we'll probably bounce, ricochet or rebound off here to the upside. But moving forward, what we really need to look at is I actually discovered a new pattern on Bitcoin, which clearly just corrected itself right here, but not, that wasn't my intentions here. We had something along the lines of this originally, where it was some sort of double fractal here, descending fractal here, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about the sneak peek that I just showed you later on in today's video. We're also going to be looking at the way XRP is forming, as well as Ethereum, as I do strongly believe that we have found some sort of bottom support for these cryptocurrencies, and as long as this bottom support isn't broken here and the support level, this uptrend is not broken, we should hopefully allow ourselves to swing higher, to move to the upside, and hopefully retest some previous highs that we have hit a couple of months ago. But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's video. So guys, jumping into today's episode, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies. It's another day of sideways consolidation, 2.06 trillion, not really moving by much at all, to be honest with you. And most of these altcoins here aren't really seeing much of a movement, except ADA, which is up 20% for the week, 10% today, which is pretty incredible. But for everything else, it's merely just sideways consolidation here. And it's interesting to see this because if you look at cryptos like XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, they do seem to have, found some sort of bottom. Now, we have seen movements like this in the past, so we can't take it for a full 100% support level. Last time we were retesting supports right here back in, I believe it was end of December here, or mid-December, December 17th. You could see this was some sort of bottom here, although we were not oversold just yet on the relative strength indicator. Clearly, we were a couple of days ago retesting oversold, as well as pretty much bottom supports on these cryptos. I am a strong believer that this bottom is in, and we have positions open. Now, these are, more long-term positions. There are no swing trade short-term movement here, as we do have predictions set that consolidation will take place, and eventually in maybe this month we'll probably see prices swing back up, hopefully to levels closer to moving averages, as well as price targets, which is 50K for Bitcoin, and for XRP it's somewhere around 95 cents towards the end of January here. Now, moving forward, you guys can see there is supports that have been retested, and we do discuss this day to day for the past probably week or so for now. But you do see that we have hit an uptrend here, and there is a support that is holding prices up, afloat right now. And until this is proven, otherwise, and we start to see prices consolidate below, we close the daily, we close the weekly below this uptrend here, we're still going to be bullish right now. We do still have this expectation of swings from point C to point D, moving us up to $1.08, and immediately, and obviously first target would be 95 to 96 cents, then carrying us up to point D here. But if we start to see closure below this, uptrend and this support level, then we can consider a short. Regardless of how this does decide to move here, it's not going to be something like this where we, stagnate out and trade sideways outside the symmetrical triangle. It is going to see a big break, or we are going to see a run like this. It's not going to be anywhere in between, which gives us enough time to buy in and actually make a pretty profitable short swing trade position, as we've discussed here. So maybe we jumped the gun slightly early on the way XRP has been trading here, but we did break outside the falling wedge fractal, and we are starting to see prices kind of, trend back to the upside here on the daily here. You can see that this falling wedge, we had a much smaller one, actually become broken, and we started to see the climb to the upside, and now we're starting to consolidate. And it's interesting because it's in a similar level and price resistance as we were back in the past here for pretty much, I'd say, all of December here. This was clear support. Now it's acting as resistance, and we are consolidating sideways. So hopefully we can break through that soon. You can see if we zoom in closer, the 4 hour, we're starting to have that problem. But things are definitely looking good. We're starting to see what could be a bullish cross. Notice here, last time we retested it was a couple of days ago, back in January 12th. So about, let's see what today is. What did that do that? today is the 16th here, and you can see a couple of days ago, 4 days ago, we retested the 4-hour moving average, and it was acting as a resistance. You can also see how skewed the red band is from the green band in regards to its moving average here. But guess what? As time has continued and prices have continued to allow ourselves to stay up and afloat here, we're starting to see what could be a bullish cross, what is a bullish cross on these moving averages, which would hopefully allow prices to basically say, hey, we're switching kind of bullish right now in regards to short-term, trends, and we should be able to break through that very soon. So I am getting excited there. I'm trying to find some sort of, maybe support or trend that we can use. This might be the only one right now, just some sort of uptrend that prices are kind of using right now to swing higher. Again, it's the 4-hour. We have to take this with a grain of salt, as it really isn't something that shows extreme support here. You can see it's only very temporary on the daily charts right here. So it's not all that necessary, but I do believe very soon we are going to retest and break through that top resistance level, but we'll see how things play out. Now, the real reason I wanted to talk to you guys today was this interesting pattern that I mentioned earlier in the intro in regards to this falling wedge fractal that keeps getting bigger in regards to Bitcoin. So originally we did have 2 falling wedge fractals, and it's very similar to XRP here, which you can see XRP did have a similar situation. We had the first one shot up, then the second one. You can see on Bitcoin had the first one shot up, then the second one. What I'm starting to notice is if you skew these, you can actually see the pattern that they're starting to make. This clearly hits the second or multiple resistances. I can remove this falling wedge here, and then you can see if I extend this out to the point right here and pull this down, you can see how this also aligns with the bottom support levels here, and how this fractal now ultimately becomes much bigger than we originally anticipated. But regardless, we are coming to the end here, and we should see and expect to see some sort of break in this very, very, very soon. Now, obviously, we are coming back to a very solid support level, as you guys know in the past here. Since we've came back to retest all-time highs or created our first all-time high of over 60,000 back in April here, we've pretty much shown a pretty solid support level, and this was it. And I'll draw it out for you guys. This has been the active support level and resistance for Bitcoin specifically. And you guys can see as we mapped out the past couple of days here how for the most part it does have some sort of resistance on the way Bitcoin trades, with numerous retests of either supports or resistances where prices have temporarily come back down to it. 40K is the number here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 retests of this support / resistance level here, this price floor. There's a very good chance we're doing the same thing right now. We are doing the same thing right now. And if we can stay above and stay afloat above $40,000, this price floor, we should allow ourselves to break bullish. There's a lot of things riding on this point of contact here. You can also see when I zoom out that there is an uptrend that we've drawn in, which is also acting as some sort of support. So if this can hold too, we should be able to see correction, which should have a price target closer to $50,000. That's my experience and anticipation here. So if you have already bought into Bitcoin, there's a few things you can do. Obviously, in my position, I'm just going to be waiting this out, waiting for the pump to the upside here. But given that we've now discovered a little bigger ascending fractal that we had originally anticipated, which doesn't actually show signs that we've broken through it just yet, I would hold off just to wait until we get confirmation of direction, then buy back into it. But if you've already bought in, you can hold it, create your stop loss back to this bottom support around this level here. And in case we dip lower, we can then, obviously get stopped out and then, or liquidate it and then switch our positions to a more bearish reversal here, capitalizing off that run. But in case we do, again, this is still the resistance that we have to pay attention to. So we're really looking for a resistance to be broken, this top downtrend here, which has clearly just created lower highs. We know this is the same pattern with all these cryptocurrencies. Until we breach through the lower highs, we're still in a bearish downtrend here. Lower highs have been a continuous pattern on pretty much every cryptocurrency just for the longest time now. And hopefully right now we've hit a bottom on XRP and we can start to see that breach and start to head back up. But on Ethereum, we're still in a much bigger lower high formation here that we've skewed out. And I was actually trying to find a similar movement here with Bitcoin's falling wedge fractal and Xrp's, but I'm not seeing one. I've tried to adjust these out to here, something like this. And it really doesn't work because I can't find a spot to put this downtrend in, or it doesn't cut across like that. It doesn't work that well, support level like this. So regardless, I've been continuing to use the bottom support here as a marker that shows that we've hit the bottom on XRP. But in regards to Bitcoin, we still have have a little more consolidation. It's pretty insane to see the size of this falling wedge fractal that's starting to form right now. We tend to break bullish out of these. We've seen it in the past here, and I can draw this one out too. I don't know why this one got deleted, but you can clearly see that this has happened in the past here, and this is now the third one, which is continuing back down to this uptrend, not only retesting, obviously oversold, but retesting these price floors and supports. We should hopefully soon be able to breach the falling wedge pattern and skew back to the upside here. You can also see on the 4-hour here, we're coming dangerously close to a moving average. Hopefully, for the first time in a long time, we can actually break through the 4-hour moving averages and start to scale back up. We'll see what happens here, but that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. Regardless, there is a much bigger falling wedge that, we didn't actually see the past couple of days, but it is forming now, so we have to see how this plays out. If this can break bullish here, we should expect to see an immediate swing back up to, I think, this area right here, about 50K. If we break bearish, which hopefully we don't, I'm seeing a swing back down to 30K almost immediately. So get ready for your positions. Open an account on BaitYard. Link in the description down below. But that's going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.